guys, today I'm here to try a new line of makeup that is, well, newer to me and new officially to Canada. I was at Shoppers Drug Mart this morning and a few of you had also pointed out that Pacifica is now available in Canada at Shoppers. I believe in the US it's been sold at Target for a while. I'm not gonna lie, I've been to Target many times and I never really was interested in the line. I don't know if it's the marketing or the fact they didn't really have many shade ranges, like a good shade range. Never really appealed to me, but I figured I might as well try it out now that it is here in Canada. So I've got a foundation, a concealer, a face palette, and an eyeshadow palette. So we're going to test it out today, do some first impressions, and then if you'd like a further review on how the foundation wears or anything like that, because this is only going to be my first impression, then let me know down below if you'd like a full review. If you enjoy makeup videos, drugstore, all things beauty, be sure to subscribe, but let's go ahead and get started. So first off, I'm going to start with the Pacifica Alight Clean Foundation. It says it's 100% vegan, oil-free, anti-shine with a satin finish. I picked it up in, cruelty-free as well. Did I say that? It is in Neutral Tan 11NT. On the Pacifica website, it has about 30 shades listed. In store, it did not have that many shades. I'm not surprised. Definitely not enough of the deeper shades, which could be a combination of the brand itself or Shoppers Drug Mart, the retailer, choosing which shades are going to go in store. I'm assuming it is on their website as well. I didn't look to see what the full range is, but you're getting 0.9 fluid ounces in here. It does say that it has coconut water, hyaluronic acid, rose and seaweed extract. It's supposed to give flawless, seamless coverage. The skin feels clean, pore-free, lasts day to night, and free of things like talc, phthalates, silicone, drying alcohols, etc., etc. So I think the packaging looks nice. Again, it's not my favorite type of packaging. It's glass and it's got gold, but I don't tend to like things that look more, oh, this shade's not gonna work, I don't think. It's really hard to tell in store, but I'm gonna wear it anyways, and then I'm gonna get a bunch of comments saying that shade doesn't match you, and I'm like, I know. But I'll try it out. But yeah, I don't know, I just tend to like things that look, I don't know, I'm not huge on the look of things that necessarily look. So this definitely has more orange. I would not consider this neutral at all. I wouldn't say the shade is completely horrible, but the undertone is very, very orange. In the packaging, it looks much more neutral because it's frosted, but this is orange. Looking past the shade itself, I think the finish looks nice on the skin. I'm going to build it up just a little bit more on my cheeks. So it gave decent coverage. I wouldn't say that this looks like a satin finish to me. It looks more radiant. And it definitely has a scent, which is surprising to me. I would expect this to be fragrance-free. They're probably using like naturally derived fragrances, I would assume, but it definitely has a fragrance. And I'm not the type of person who notices fragrances. But yeah, it's kind of perfumey and I don't enjoy that. I feel like this has started off negatively. I'm like, I never bought from them. I don't really like the packaging that much, and it smells weird. And it's not that I don't like I don't think the packaging is like bulky or bad. It's just not the type of thing that I'm drawn to, if that makes sense. Then I also picked up the Pacifica Natural Minerals Liquid Cover Full Concealer. Again, 100% vegan. This one, again, was a guess. I got it in the shade 12NM. And this comes in 12 different shades, which is not bad. Coconut water, again, alpine rose, hyaluronic acid. That's similar to what's in the Too Faced concealer. They also have alpine rose. And it says that it is formulated without phthalates, mineral oils, and the hyaluronic acid, of course, is supposed to be hydrating, have a natural finish, buildable, seamless coverage, but high coverage. Okay, concealer is a bit of a better match, but I would say on the peachier side than I tend to go, but I'm gonna use a little bit more than I might normally just to try and rectify the color, but like you can see the difference here. I like the applicator on this. It's like kind of flat, which is nice, and I'll tell you the prices as well. She wasn't cheap. The concealer was $19.99 and the foundation was $23.99. That's like almost MAC prices, I feel like. I did get 23,000 optimum points though. For some reason I got a digital 20,000 points, so that's exciting. Are you the type of person that like saves your optimum points. If you're not familiar, if you don't live in Canada, it's just like a point system at Shoppers, but I save my points for like something special. I have like a couple of $100s worth of points, same as my Sephora points. I'm always hesitant to spend them. I'm like, I want to use it on something special. Or do you use it for like things that are responsible, like paper towel or whatever you might need? I'm a saver. But I'm trying to get out of that habit. I do that with like, you know, eye masks and face masks and like certain things that I'm like, let me save it for a special occasion, like treatments and things. And anyways, it seems less and less like special occasions and things are going to be happening in my life. With the way the world is, I'm still operating very much staying at home, very much being cautious. You know, the government can go through whatever phases it wants. I'm pretty much in phase 1. This concealer actually is nicer than I expected it to be. I'm pickier on concealer than I am on foundation, and I gotta say that actually looks pretty good. It does look pretty shiny. At a glance, I don't see any oils in there, but it does look quite shiny. So maybe if you have dry skin, that might be a good fit. They had a ton of other makeup products, by the way, but I don't know, I kind of wanted to try out these first few things. Like, I was actually going to get a mascara, and then the mascaras were like $20, and I was like, ooh. No, you know? Essence mascara is so good. Just going to go ahead and set my under eyes and set my face. And then we'll get into the face palette. But they had lots of interesting skincare too. They had some stuff that had like physical exfoliators. They had some stuff that was made for acne prone skin. Some overnight like sleeping mask, lots of interesting skincare. I feel like the skincare is priced better. Like I expect skincare to be about the $20 range, but the makeup I felt like, I don't know. But it does go on sale. So actually, you know what? I'm going to use this Rimmel Clear Complexion Powder all over my face. I'm not going to use the skin tone powder today because I don't want to add any more warmth. And in looking up closely at my skin, everything looks really soft. Definitely now that I've powdered, I feel like things look much better. So moving on to this Pacifica Radiance powders. They had two different kind of cheek palettes, I guess. So this has a rose gold shimmer, a glimmer shimmer, desert matte, and sunset matte. These colors are more muted than I would appreciate. The glimmer shimmer has like dots on it, and the desert matte almost looked like, I don't know, it just looked a little weird in the pans, but I'm going to try the desert matte as a bronzer. Bronzers can be deceiving in the pan. They can look a lot lighter than what they actually show up, and the foundation was already quite warm anyways. I don't really need any warmth to my face, but I wouldn't mind a little bit more definition, so maybe this where this is a little more cool tone, it will work a little better. But definitely not a great shade range, and that's what happens with a lot of these brands, especially the ones that are supposed to be cleaner and more natural. They lack the shade ranges, which I know, like, I'm going to take this Sunset Matte Blush, things like certain ingredients that they use, it's harder to find the deeper pigments, etc., but like, come on. It's 2020. We can do better. This is a pretty shade, I like this. So then I picked up this eyeshadow palette, which is the Pacifica hemp infused eyeshadows. Don't really know the point of it being infused with hemp, but again, 100% vegan, cruelty free, and I thought the shades looked good, but for some reason, I mean, I didn't look at the packaging very closely, but I thought there'd be another row of shades here. It came with this double-ended brush, which I'll use today, probably never use again, if I'm being honest. I don't really like double-ended brushes. But there's no matte brown in here. And like, I know we've all got a matte brown lying around, but I feel like that's like, you know, there's only 3 matte shades in here. So you're getting quartz, which is actually a really beautiful kind of cream shade that I appreciate for my skin tone. It's a little harder to come by. I love this matte of Liftoff, this orange, and I love this green. I think they're all gorgeous. They looked good in swatches too. But to me, it just feels like a little bit of an imbalanced palette to be lacking that brown. There's like, you know, this shade, this shade, this shade, this shade. They're all kind of like, they're not similar, but they're in a similar family, so I would have appreciated a little bit more variety. But the actual shades themselves looked pretty good. So I'm going to bring it a little bit closer and we'll do a look. So actually, just to start the look, I'm going to grab this bronzer shade. I put another concealer on my lid as a primer. I don't really trust the Pacifica one because it just seemed quite dewy. When it comes to these shades, I'm not sure how to pair, like, so I have a matte green, And then what shades can I pair this matte green with? Like, I mean, you can pair it with anything, but this matte green I would pair with like some of these browns. And I guess this matte orange I would pair with like the pinky shades, but it doesn't give you a lot of options. They're kind of quote unquote bolder shades, I guess, that you then need to build a look off of instead of being able to have something more neutral to let these fun metallics pop. So I am going to take that orange. My camera was a little bright for this close-up shot, so I just turned it down a little bit. Sorry about that. I am definitely getting sweaty. My oils are pushing through. Not even oil, it's just literally sweat. It's very humid today. But this orange is building really nicely. It's really pretty. It's a little powdery, but I don't mind that. And this brush is okay. It's whatever. I'm gonna take the purple Cosmic. Oh, that is lacking. I feel like it's buildable, but you might need to get it a little wet or put down like a glitter base. I wet the brush that came with the palette, and it's barely picking up any product. It has the texture like it's gonna come out wabam, but then it doesn't. Like, it feels nice and kind of soft and almost creamy in the pan, but it's like barely coming off of my finger. And some shadows might just need more of a base and stuff, but in general, I normally never need to put down an extra base to make something work. And it's like it's just staying on my finger and not wanting to come off on my eyeball. Then I'm going to take this Delphi shade. Okay, so that is much better. It may just be that the purple, because they all swatch nicely. That is beautiful. That is like the impact that I expect. And that gives beautiful dimension. It's almost like this wet glow. Very pretty. So here is the finished look. I added some mascara and a lip. There was no lip products, which I thought was interesting, at least at Shoppers Drug Mart, maybe some of the other locations. This was a little bit of a smaller kind of side stand, by the way, not in like the middle of the regular cosmetic section. But overall, I do think things look good. I'm not sure exactly how this foundation is going to hold up, but like I said, if you would like a review on the foundation, I can continue to wear it and test it out. I think the finished look is good. The purple eyeshadow was definitely a little bit lacking. The shade range in the palette was cool, but not the best in terms of like making it as versatile as possible. I am surprised with enjoying the concealer. The face palette for me is fine, but definitely not something that I would recommend for anybody of my skin tone or deeper. Even a little bit lighter, there's other things out there. Well, actually there's not many face palettes that are suitable for my skin tone, but you might as well buy it in individual. So yeah, I don't know, I can't say that I'm like dying to try more. I feel like I'm more interested in trying out their skincare than I am any more of their makeup, but let me know what you think. Would you like to see more kind of what's new at Shoppers Drug Mart videos? I know there's a ton. Quo has completely redesigned and reformulated pretty much everything, so I definitely want to get to that next. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely need to continue trying it out. This is just a first impression. I thought it might be fun to do it together, but let me know down below what you think. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!